What's going on, Damali over on TikTok? What's going on, everybody over here on Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube? Give me a second to do a little bit of sharing. Um, I don't know if you know this, but Mark Zuckerberg's internet doesn't always behave. So let me get this shared out really quickly. Additionally, for those of you who use StreamYard, it no longer goes directly into your groups. You have to do this kind of weird thing. And so now I'm having to share to my groups, but it didn't allow me to do that while I was doing the countdown. So now I have to do it right now. So scale of 1 to 10. How's your day been? Let me know. 10 being 1 being Let me know. Let me know. We're going to get this down to a science. I really don't appreciate the API changing on StreamYard, but it's okay. It's fine. Today is another Teaching Tuesday. Welcome, Linda Kidd. What's going on? I think it's been a minute. Those of you on TikTok, if you're new or you're back, put I'm new or I'm back in the comments. All right. I see we've already got comments rolling in over here. Hey, if you're on Facebook, make sure you send stars to show your support. That's what it wants me to say. That's the comment it gives me every single week. So for those of you who don't know, my name is Stephanie D. McKenzie. I'm an award-winning marketer, brand strategist, business educator, fractional brand and marketing professional, and the founder. I'm a founder, y'all. I'm a founder of the College of Empowerment, and I've been running businesses for the last few decades. Possibly a little bit more if I want you to know how old I am. So nevertheless, this is Teaching Tuesday, and today I'm going to be talking to you about how to use celebrities to make money and to grow your business. Celebrities, current events, it's a whole thing. Now, something else that we do during Teaching Tuesday is something I called a brand equity reveal. That means that you have actually gone to our website, which you still have time to go, right? Go over to the link in my bio, TikTok. If you want your brand equity reveal, if you want me to look at your business and see where you might be, I don't know, losing out, where you might have opportunities you haven't seized, where we can make your life a little bit easier. I don't believe in booked and busy. I believe in paid and very peaceful, very paid, very peaceful. And so that's what we want. That's what we're doing. That's the goals. That's goals, right? And I can't take credit for the paid and the peaceful. Somebody else said it. I picked it up, ran with it. That's where we are. All right. So we are absolutely live on Facebook, in my group as well. So if you're in Founder Folks, make sure you say hello. On LinkedIn, say hello. On YouTube, say hello. And then I'm going to get into this. We do have one brand equity reveal for today, but here are the rules, guys. If you're not present during the live stream, I'm not doing your brand equity reveal. However, because it is now September, we have created pay what you want offers. And one of them is a brand equity reveal. So if you say, hey, you know what, I'd rather not do this live. I'd rather get something in writing, get a report, get something in my hands, then by all means, you can run over to bit.ly.bq reveal, which is all lowercase. That's B. Q is in question, reveal, and get your brand equity reveal. You can run over, and if you want a larger reveal, you can go over to bit.ly. Some of y'all are familiar with bit.ly links. Bit.ly links, easy breezy, and go to Sept Win. That's SEPT Win. Sept Win. So with all of that being said, I think we can absolutely get started. Did anybody before we begin? Remember, this is your time. This is your space. I'm teaching you, and hopefully you're enjoying it. So if you have a question about anything that I've talked about today, please drop it in the comments. Still waiting on you guys over on TikTok to get the reciprocity thing down. If I can talk, you can tap, you can comment, you can share, you can ask questions, you can say hello, you can introduce yourself in this room. I know on TikTok, there's a lot of rooms that don't allow you to do that. They may jump on your case. Hosts may cuss you out. We don't do that here because I want you to win. And what I fervently believe is that those who want you to win will help you win. And that's that. All right. So make sure you're introducing yourself in the comments. Let everybody know what you do. And if you want that brand equity reveal, then by all means, go to the link in my bio, sign up, let me know you signed up, and we'll make that happen. All right. So let's get into this. So today we're going to talk about using celebrities and current events to grow your business. Now, this to me is a content strategy, um, but it doesn't have to be. Well, it's not an online, well, that's still online. So, you know what? It is a content strategy. I'm closing out windows, y'all. All right, there we go. Now we're into this. So it's really it's really simple to come across celebrity news, right? So how many of you look at celebrity news? You'll look at articles, you may look at TMZ. There's no judgment here. If that's what you decide to do with your time, great. One of the things that I've done over the years is use celebrity occurrences and current events as textbooks for what I wanted to teach. Usually because as a former college professor, celebrities are kind of common ground in younger demographics, right? But I think the most important thing about understanding the celebrity piece and the current event piece, which we actually have a name for that strategy, is that you don't get so caught up in the celebrity of it all that you forget what you're here to do. The unfortunate with a lot of individuals, especially when it comes to online and social media, everybody has this desire, you want to go viral, you want to go viral, you want to go viral. And I'm like, thank you for the gifts. And because you want to go viral, going viral becomes like this carrot that's dangling in front of you. And it starts to feel like the one thing that you got to achieve. You've got to go viral. You got to go viral. Listen, I've had videos go viral. And oftentimes you have had videos go viral. You don't even know it. Because what nobody wants to tell you, especially the go viral gurus, as my friend coach, business coach Dana D would tell you, and she has another name she goes by now because she's been reviewing products and whatnot. You've probably seen her sharing her reviews on her fantasy box and all that other stuff. So if you see her, say hello. Is that virality is not about the number of views. I have a video on TikTok that's got 100,000 views on it. It is no longer viral. Now, most of you are going, oh my God, 100,000 views. That's viral. No, it was viral at one time. Virality is about the speed in which the views come. It's not about the number of views. And so many of you don't even understand that that video that got 1,000 views or even 200 views or whatever actually went viral because it was the speed in which you got those first views. It doesn't have to be 10,000, 100,000, millions of views to be viral. And I want you to understand that because I'm really tired of seeing people lose themselves in the quest for virality. I'm really, really tired of seeing people lose themselves in that quest because what I see often, not from our clients, but from other people, is that you're so busy going viral that you don't look at the operations. You don't look at the logistics. You don't look at what we call a PEP, a post engagement pre purchase process that says, okay, somebody watches this video, they like what they see, then what? See, there's no reward for going viral, especially as a business owner. Now, if you're a content creator and you want to be a content creator, and what I mean by content creator is that you goal to generate most of your revenue from creating content. You want to be one of those people who's monetized and getting big checks and yada, yada, yada. But even in that, and I'm going to tell you the truth, a lot of content creators are broke because they don't understand how the math really maths. You can have a video with millions of views on it and get paid pennies. What we teach our clients to do is great. That's great if you go viral and you can monetize the platform, but more so I'm looking to monetize off of the platform because that's something we can actually control. Y'all let me know if this is making sense. Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube. Y'all let me know if this is making sense, okay? So in that, one of the things that we've used over the years, but definitely more recently, I have one video that's going viral right now. It's going viral twice. It's very weird, but it is a key example of what happens when you hitch your wagon to a star, literally to a star. And so what that means is we're looking at celebrity news, we're looking at celebrity trends, we're looking at current events, And we are using those to propel ourselves and to push our content out so that more people can see it. I am a content marketer. I use content to connect with my audiences that will hopefully bring them into a closer relationship with myself. Now, some of you on TikTok, especially, have seen the brand equity reveals that I've done for celebrities. One of which has gotten a lot of traction, right, is the one for Amanda Seales. But even before that, there was Sierra and Russell. And so the video that's gone twice is actually not on the account you're watching me on now. It is on the account of one of my other ventures called the Relationship Firm. Why did it go viral? Well, it went viral because I strategically made it go viral. What does that mean, Stephanie? How did you do that? Because I've taught for years that you can't make virality happen. You can't. But you can do something that we call trend spotting. And when you spot a trend, if you jump on it in a way that's meaningful, that can propel your message forward. First things first, at the time I did that video, Sierra and Russell were trending. Check. The next thing was I posted a video that people would want to see. Now, I didn't know, again, I didn't know it was going to go viral, but I knew that it was on trend because I trend spotted it. I do trend spotting. It is my strategy that I created and I call it trend spotting. So I do the things that I teach you guys to do, right? I do. I really do. I promise. So they were trending for whatever reason. And then then it died down, right? Then they started trending again. And so it was weird because over on that account's brand new, but one video is building that account, and it's the video of Sierra and Russell. Well, what does that mean to you? That means that one, when we're engaging in the strategy of trend spotting, we're looking at current events and celebrities. Now, some of you might say, I don't want to sit around and search and da 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 da. I get it. Absolutely get it. So the easiest way to do it is go to trends.google.com. Trends, Trends, I'm so used to spelling my name, STEP. Yeah, okay. So trends, TRENDS.google.com. Over here, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, trends.google.com. Somebody just sent me some things. Hey, Ricky. And so this would work. This would work amazing for you as well, right? And so I'm going to trends.google.com. Now, sometimes because I'm just ingrained enough in what's going on, I can say, oh, okay, this couple is trending. I knew when I did the Venus Williams brand equity reveal that she was trending. Now, the goal again is not to quote unquote go viral. The goal is to leverage the momentum of what's already out. So a hashtag with Serena Williams is already trending. A hashtag with Sierra and Russell Wilson's already trending. When Amanda Seales did the takedown of the 20 Black conservatives, she was already trending. So it just made sense for me to do my work using them as a backdrop. Now, here's the most important part. Thank you for the likes. So, like, let's say I'm Ricky Getwood. If y'all not following Ricky, Ricky is a celebrity trainer. He's also a percussionist. He does many amazing things that have to do with movement. See what I did there? It's also the same stuff: rhythm, beats, moving your body, beats, rhythm of your heart. It all goes together, right? He's all about movement and rhythm. I got it. So, if Ricky wanted to trend spot, Ricky wouldn't go in and trend spot and talk about the brand of Serena Williams, right? If Ricky wanted to trend spot on Serena Williams using a GLP-1 product as a celebrity trainer, celebrity percussionist, I'm a celebrity movement expert. We'll work on it, Ricky. Okay. Oh, Ricky Rhythms. That could be a good. Never mind. Okay, that's not what I'm supposed to be doing. Okay, so if Ricky wanted to trend spot, he could now talk about Serena and GLP-1s based on his knowledge of the body. Does that make sense, y'all? He's not just going to sit there and talk about nothing and say, oh, well, I really like tennis. That's not his goal. His goal is to get more people funneling into his ecosystem, get more people coming in to say, hey, I like what you said. Can you help me? That's the goal. Is it not, Ricky? That's the goal. And so because that's the goal, he's going to showcase his expertise against a celebrity black backdrop. And that's all trend spotting is. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. Now, it can be difficult if you haven't found your voice yet. If you haven't figured out what it is, then the work you actually do in the world, trend spotting can be difficult. But when I tell you, I took the exact same Sierra and Russell video, I applied it in the relationship space because that's what I initially started doing, right? And then I also turned it over into the brand space, which I really like their brand equity reveal. Because ultimately, I want you to say, well, if that's what she did with a celebrity, as somebody did ask me in a comment, do you do this for regular people? I absolutely do. So for those of you who missed out, it is September. And during September, you can pay what you want. And one of our offers, we have special offers for September. And one of our offers is a brand equity reveal, actually in writing, not during Teaching Tuesday. What? So we put together some special offers because this is the one thing I know. A lot of people are challenged right now fiscally, just are. And even if you're not challenged fiscally, you may not have the disposable income that you've normally had. You just came off of summer. Your children ate you out of house and home. You got to replenish those stores. You know what I'm saying? Life happens. And so at the end of the day, I decided that September would be an opportunity for you to get the support that you want at the price you want to pay. No shade, no shame. Whatever you want to pay, you can pay. Now, we do have some creative offers that do have minimums, like the logo minimum is $100 and things like that. But otherwise, you can literally go to the page, which is bit.ly/SEPTWIN, SEP as in Paul, T as in Tom, WIN. Look at the offers, pick one, and pay what you want. Because to me, it's more important that if you want to win, that I help you win. Hence the name Sept Winber. So again, if that's of interest to you, okay, great. I don't see where our person is here today. If you're here for your brand equity reveal, we did send you an email yesterday. I don't see you here. If you're here, drop a comment so that I know you are here. One of the things about having your brand equity reveal during Teaching Tuesday is that you have to be present. It's a little thing, but a big thing. So if you want one and you don't want to be present, you say, oh my God, this is my lunch break. I got to run errands. I got to do da-da-da. Then go over to Sept Winber and pay what you want for your own brand reveal. And I'll put it on a cute little piece of paper and send it over to you. Or I might even do it on a video, whatever works. Because I love doing it. I don't know if you know this, guys, but I'm totally obsessed with you. Like, especially if you're black and brown. If you're melanated, I'm completely obsessed with you having a ridiculous amount of money. I'm obsessed. If you're not melanated, that's fine too. I'm still obsessed with your success. Either way, I want to see people winning. I don't really care what your melanin level is, but if by chance you wear the same skin suit I do, I am completely obsessed with you having as much money as possible. Because here's what we know. Money creates financial well-being, right? And financial well-being permeates your life, right? When you're financially well, it's easier to be mentally well. It's easier to be emotionally well. It's easier to be physically well when you can pay for things, okay? So hence my little bitty obsession. But let's get back to it. So trend spotting And using current events. Well, trend spotting is using celebrity news and current events to um, further the reach of your message. Now, does it have to be a video? That's the first thing. I'm sure that's the first thing people are asking. Does it have to be a video, Stephanie? I don't want to do videos. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. I do understand that some of you are still hesitant to get on a video. And I'm going to say to you, especially if you're looking to build your business, if you're looking to expand your reach, the first thing I'm going to say to you is the thing that most people don't say. That's okay. That's okay. We live in the 21st century, and myself and my team are extremely adept at working around you. Now, I might need to make an AI clone. I might need to clone your voice or something. In fact, if you go to some of my videos, that is my AI voice clone and AI twin at work, earning their keep because I either didn't have time or inclination to actually make a video, right? And I think that's okay too. However, I do want you to think about why you don't want to be seen. And is that from a place of trauma or trepidation that needs to be dealt with? And as weird as it may sound, listen, I'm still a certified life coach, certified relationship coach, certified bereavement coach, certified mindfulness coach, certified meditation coach, certified sleep science coach, certified flexibility coach, certified senior fitness, certified qualified TRX coach, because they don't let you say certified, you got to say qualified. And in that, when I'm working with clients, it's not just about the money. Yes, I want your business to be strong, but I want the business owner to be stronger as well. And so it's really important to me that we're looking at that whole person, not just the person that makes the money, but the whole person. And so if by chance, the reason why you don't want to be seen, the reason why you haven't gotten out in front of the camera is because of trauma or trepidation, right? Fear, trauma, any type of apprehension, then that's something that we would definitely work on in your program if we're working together. So it's not just, yeah, whatever, get over your fear. Like, I really want you to come to the table as a whole person. Super important to me, right? So, like I said, if you say, I want to use this trend spotting technique, what's the first thing I can do? First thing you can do, first step is decide that you're going to do it. Yay, check. Next thing, go to trends.google.com. If you need to, some of you may be watching the news, you're scrolling social media, and so you know what's actually trending. Some of the things trending this week, I still think Serena Williams is trending. Definitely anything about the 20th anniversary of Katrina is trending. We've got a few other things. Some things, we got some dark things trending. I've seen some stories. And you may not want to do that unless anything on Netflix. Let's talk about Netflix as a trend spotting technique. Any show that is top ranking on Netflix is worth your time. In fact, just before I got on here, I was talking to one of our clients, and we were talking about the Unknown Number documentary on Netflix. Now, I'm team no spoilers, but based on the work that she does as a therapist and a counselor specializing in complex PTSD, I said to her, this might be something for you to address. Why do I want her to address it? Because it's trending and it's in her wheelhouse. However, it doesn't have to simply be put through a psychological lens. I could actually put it through a brand lens. And I might look at the phone providers. I might look at youth culture. So I could put it through a few lenses. I could put it through a relationship lens if I'm on one of my other accounts, right? The next thing that's important is to figure out what lens you need to put this through. And truthfully, all trends will not align with your lens. Did that rhyme? I think it did. All trends will not align with your lens. And because they won't, okay, it's okay to say, I don't know if this one is for me. Okay, great. You get to do that. And then decide how you want to deliver the information. Do you want to do it in written form? I've been having a lot of fun writing deep, meaningful philosophical commentaries because I love to write. I actually did one on Katrina and hyper independence, because hyper independence, and I also tied it to brand and building businesses and entrepreneurship, because again, that's the lens, right? That's the lens for me. And I felt these things as I watched the latest Katrina documentary. And I felt these things, and I started, like weaving this tapestry together of how we can be more successful, or what might be hindering our success. Because sometimes we're building walls and barriers that are keeping us in and keeping us away from the things we so richly desire and deserve. We're doing that. Nobody else is doing that. Except when you start to dig into the possibility that your walls and your barriers might be the result of generational traumas and generational trauma responses that have been passed from womb to womb, but we don't have time to get into that, so we'll stay right here. All right, so you found the trend, you're looking at your lens, then you decide how you're going to deliver the information. All right. Now, Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube. If you're here, I see there's some more people here. If you're here for your brand equity reveal, please comment, because it doesn't show me who's on. Okay, I'm on two different devices, so I can't see anything except comments. I can't see anything except comments. All right, TikTok, can't see anything but comments. Thank y'all for the gifts, the likes, all the things. You're so amazing. Thank you for the stars. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for introducing yourself, making yourself known. All right, great. So step one, find the trend. Step two, determine the lens. Step three, figure out how you're going to deliver. Figure your deliver. Uh, uh, for trends, lens for the trends, figure your deliver. I don't know. I'm just having a poetic moment right now, right? So figure your deliver. So figure your delivery. Is it going to be written? Is it going to be video? If it's going to be video, how are you going to do the video? If you don't want to do the video, do you have the resources by way of AI or something else to do the video? There's so many different ways it's going to catch y'all. Like our clients know that. Like we will AI you into oblivion, because we use like 7 different platforms at last count. That's the ones I can remember to get it done, right? Even though AI is giving me the blues on one project, but it's okay. It's completely fine. All right. So you figure you'll deliver, and then you plan your attack. Plan your attack. When I say plan your attack, then what I'm looking at is, what hashtags are you going to be using? Do you need hashtags? Is it going out in blog form? Okay, great. If it's going out in blog form, then my priority is going to be SEO. If it's going out on social, then my priority is going to be hashtags and whatnot, right? Two different things. If it's going out to an actual news source, by the way, people, there's still printed news, printed media, right? If it's going out there, then it's just a matter of making sure that your images, that your writing is super tight, that you have the appropriate space, which is a conversation with their editor, more than likely, that your message is being conveyed powerfully. And if you're doing this in the name of your business or in the name of a initiative or something that you're working with, that your call to action is aptly displayed. And that pretty much goes across all of them. So when I'm doing the brand equity reveals, I'm saying in the corner of every last one of those, because we have branded, frames on our videos, it says comment break if you want your own brand equity reveal. Like, I'm not doing this for my health. I would tell you honestly. Can I let y'all know a secret? If it wasn't for the fact that I run a business, and social media is one of the most efficient, effective ways to promote your business, it's also free-ish, I would be unseen. I would be a ghost. People in my personal life would see me, people online would not. And some of y'all can relate to that, right? Like the fact that I'm sitting here in the middle of the day on Tuesday talking to you and teaching you how to trend spot is a testament to the fact that this is what we do. But I'm not just doing it for my health. I want to do your brand equity reveal. I want to show you the assets that you aren't leveraging. I want to show you how to use learning systems and thought leadership to generate more revenue. I want that for you. I want to look at non-traditional ways. And I do understand learning systems and thought leadership may sound kind of boring, but they're not, because they can encompass so many things. It's everything from launching a podcast to launching a magazine, which I've actually done. It's for some of you, your learning system will mean curating a box. It may be curating a conference or a mini summit or a large scale conference. There's so many things, little, that can go into the box of learning systems and thought leadership. Oh my gosh. So I realize that it might sound a little boring, but if you even take a moment to go look at my 3 celebrity brand equity reveals, you will see how unboring your brand equity is and how you might be missing out on dollars and cents daily because you're doing the things that you just know to do. And I don't know you. So I'm looking at things from a completely different angle, right? Right. So anyway, I don't want to keep these long. I didn't see our person show up. And so that being said, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. TikTok, if you have any questions, let me know. You guys do a craptastic job of supporting now. I'm just going to let me go ahead and talk to TikTok really quickly. You guys, listen. If you want Teaching Tuesdays to continue to come into your phone, make sure that you are supporting the people who are supporting you. All right. That's all we ask of. And this is an opportunity for many of you to showcase who you are, what you do, all of that goodness. Oh, I love that. I love it. I love it. I love it. So listen, sign up for your brand equity reveal. If you're on TikTok, do not comment break because we'll never see it. It'll go away. Go, send me a message right now. No, send me a message. Okay. Well, yeah, there we go. Send me a message right now to get your own brand equity reveal. I have no idea why this isn't working. There we go. There you go. Send me a direct message right now that says break. I will make sure that you get access to the brand equity reveal. Over here, Facebook, LinkedIn, TikTok, YouTube. You guys do an amazing job of supporting, asking questions, sharing, doing all the things. Do me a favor. If you're watching this live, put live in the comments. If you're catching this on the replay, which we actually do replay this, I think Thursday nights, right? We do a replay. If you catch it on a replay, say replay. We love it. But ultimately, if you're on Facebook, LinkedIn, or YouTube watching this, comment break to get your brand equity reveal. I should be back here next Tuesday. But if you want a brand equity reveal, not during Teaching Tuesday, written down, codified, as I like to say, then by all means, go to the link. Go to SeptWin, bit.ly.septwin, bit.ly/septwin, all lowercase. All right. Do that. All right. So you can get the assistance. You get to get assistance, y'all. You get to get help. You deserve it. If you desire it, you deserve it. Full stop. All right. So I'm going to click out of TikTok. Thanks, guys. Y'all have the best day. And I'm going to give LinkedIn, Facebook, and YouTube a little bit more of my time. All right. Any questions, comments, concerns before we get out of here? As usual, it's always fun to hang out with you guys. Make sure that you check out Sept Winber. I can pretty much guarantee we have created five new offers, one offer with just 3 spots in it that you can pay what you want. It's not a trick. It's not a trick. There's no shade. There's no shame. Pay what you want. Get what you want. This is what we're doing in September. We've got a few other things coming up. But listen, if you said, oh my God, I just really need to talk it out, come talk it out. If you said, oh my God, I just really need to figure this out, let's figure it out. That's the goal. All right. That's goals, people. And it's going to be my privilege and my pleasure to serve you. And I cannot wait. See you on the flip side. Bye. Why do I always do that? I tell y'all bye like I'm on TikTok, like I'm just going to scroll out. It's so funny. Let's try it again. Take two. You are watching the Learn and Lead Network, brought to you by the COE. As we're building this network for founders and leaders who want to grow and are committed to their own growth, we want to invite you to find your block. We start our day with Rise and Align, move into the Lunch and Learn. Next is Primetime Profits, and lastly, Success at Rest. At the COE, we're committed to help you learn, lead, and succeed.